Good
This
for CWSA.
conference will now be recorded.
Oh, fine. This is for CWSA. And what is the next design? After UI, process design. So in the process design, go for into the system architecture level. This is a process design. Activities, work parties, like work part is not completed. SLA is completed. Robin, SLA, service level agreements.
Yeah, we talked about that SLA.
So routing is not done, correspondence is not done, circumstance is not done. We will discuss this.
Mm-hmm.
Next is CWSA level. This is a process design. Okay. So how to create the screen flows, process flows, and how to create the work groups and cascading approval. What is cascading concept? So how to assign to the assignments to another operator. I mean, and delegating the rules and parallel process. What is the parallel process? What is the locking? So here the how to create a screen flow, attachments, and the pre or post processing of the flow actions, circumstance rules for multiple variables. So these are the concepts for the CWSA level. In the next last decision design, this is a decision design for PSA level. Just a basic one, but in the CWSA there is no decision design. We have only data management. Because of reason is there is separately decision management in Pega. Decision manager. Okay. So he will take care of the responsibility. But as of now, then how the developer is doing for decision design, this is a process. Okay. Next one, we'll go for last reports. And data management, we will check for the data management is there for seniors level only. Second, application administrators. Here data management, total integration part, OBJ methods, connect SQL, okay, Excel database. These are all for the data management we will discuss. Fine. So here for reviewing, like what are the concepts is covered, what are the concepts is not. That's all. So while doing the project, so we'll get ideas. So this concept is not done, this concept is done. Anyway, we'll discuss in the starting onwards only. Fine. We clear any doubts for the about any concepts?
Okay. Can you send me this document also? I didn't get any email from you. Did you send me something yesterday? I have requested notes.
No, the documents you're getting till now. CSC level, you got it right? CSC level. System architect.
Yeah, I got some of the documents a few days ago, but not the
Let's
latest one.
see. The system architect ACN cell. Did you get that? This one?
I don't think I got it.
And CWS senior system architect.
I'll check my email anyway. Can you send it once more anyway?
Okay. So we do one thing. We'll do it now. Okay, just I will add it and we will process that. We will continue the class. Okay. Please 1 second. Rob.median, right? Your mail ID. Hello, Robin.
Yes,
Hello.
rob.madian@gmail.com.
Here we will go for project. Okay, that means L2, level 1, level 2
Okay.
project. Okay, so what's the project having? The project description I will show you. Okay. Here, so see, this is a project. So first of all, the case stages. So these are the stages for the project. Main description is, suppose this is a normally banking project. The customer is going to apply for the loan. So what will happen? We need to check for that customer is having to the loan or not previously. Okay. If it is he is having loan based on the credit score. So is having to the loan or not. So it will check for 1 second. Fine. So the customer is having previously any loan or not. So that means this loan process should be we're going to apply in personal loan or two-wheeler loans, two types of loans. So either personal or two-wheeler loan, the customer is having any loan. So what is the loan process? Existing customer. So next one, new customer. New customer. So we don't have another process. We are going to apply the existing customers only. We'll see new customers and existing customer. So existing customer in the sense like the customer is already having any loan. If it is having loan, that properly EMI is paying or not. What's the credit scores of the customer? Based on the credit score, then you can just bank is providing to the loan to the customer. But new customer, nothing is not required any credit score and all this thing. So this is for project description. Then how will we calculate the loan amount based on the salary and based on the previously score, credit score? How will be calculating the loan amount, and how will be calculate the EMI, and how will be calculate the rate of interest and tenure? These are all we are going to apply. Okay. In this project, so what are the stages are required? What are the screens are required? What are the alternative stages are required? This is the document. Collect information. First, this is the case. We can create one case, and now the case, inside the case we can configure. These are all stages. Inside the stage we can configure the processes. Each process we can call it as a one flow. Okay, this is called collect information, check eligibility, and application form, background checking, and approval. These are alternative stages. So when the manager is going to approve the loan, that customer will get one confirmation message: your loan got successfully approved. If we reject the loan, that's work object is moving to the alternative stage, the reject. The customer will be get the one mail, so that is your loan should be rejected. Okay, there's a purpose of reject. So what is the withdrawn? Alternative to the purpose of withdraw. What is the purpose of withdraw? Any idea?
Withdraw the object, right?
Drop, right? drop the loan, right? Drop means customer is now no interested to apply the loan. That is for withdrawn. Okay. So that means the customer is want to drop out the loan process. That means we can provide the withdrawn facility to the customer. That is the withdrawal. Okay. So these are the primary stages and alternative stages and flows. Now, in this project, what are the properties are required? These are all properties. So only personal two-wheeler loan these properties, personal two-wheeler loan these properties, only two-wheeler loan these properties, and eligibility these properties. These are called caps and properties and property types and controls of the property and validations of the property. Okay, so for the property form. So here the table, this is the one table, and drop down values are all data tables, and this is also one table, and these are all the database, here database tables. So this is the calculations, how to calculate the loan amount, EMI, and rate of interest, right? Using this decision and declarative rules, you can calculate for while applying the post processing, then you can use this one. That means calculations. We'll do last. So this is for the document, post project document. I sent to the CSA. I'm going to send for CWS. Please check it now.
Okay.
Okay. Any doubts for project?
No, so when you start a real project, where do you start? Do you really start with the business rules or designing the cases or designing the database? Like, how does it work?
Designing database, you are not responsible. They will give the databases. Okay.
Okay.
Data tables also they will. But normally, who are as a developer responsibility, they will start the screen screen. They will start their development. But in the stages and the alternative stages creation also, as a developer, not responsible. This is a high level business structure.
Okay.
Okay. So as for Pega developer, you are responsible for only designing the sprints.
Okay.
Only designing the sprint. That's all. But normally, whenever that application, that who collect the business requirements, business architects. So
Uh-huh.
what are the roles in Pega? Told you, right? Just I'm going to give us some clarification. In Pega, the roles are, what are the roles are there here? Pega developers, Pega developer team, Pega dev
Uh-huh.
team. Pega dev team, we have a CSAs and CWSA candidates and LSA candidates. Okay.
Yeah.
Then after BA team, BA team. BA team is a business architect team, and another one there is a decision team, Pega decision team, and there is a marketing team also, marketing team. Okay. So marketing. These are the responsibilities. These are the roles are there into the Pega PRPC. So
Okay.
first of all, who did this work? Marketing team, right? They will marketing to the Pega and that all these the features and all these things. And then the decision team will be take the responsibility that project, and this decision team and business architect team will be involved to approve that application that is a project, that gathering the information to the client requirement, the gathering the requirements to the client side and the duration of the project, and then only they will start the, and all cost will be done under this team only. Okay. So then after confirmation of the cost and duration, all will be done. Then we will go to the design means high level designing. That high level design will involve business team and design team and the LSA team, LSA and CWSA team, who are having the more experience. Then they will involve, they will create that application class structure, and they will separate it into the application to small parts like sprints. Then they will assign to the sprint to the developer, Pega developers, and the developer responsibilities just to complete the sprint into within 3 to 4 weeks time. So then update it every day for calls, Scrum calls morning and evening. This is a process for as a Pega roles and response. Okay. Business architect is mainly for searching for the projects into that market. Okay, searching for the project into the market. But is a Pega developer so developing to the project into Pega pair, that is as per the clients. That is a Pega developer. Okay. So these responsibilities and architect and decision marketing responsibilities totally different. So this is for as of now you are doing for development now. Our training is for Pega development, not for BA, not decision, not marketing. Okay, this is the process.
Yeah. Okay,
Is it
got
clear?
it. Yeah.
Let's start with as of now, like how just you have a project. So how will be designing the class structures and what are the primary stages and where we can define the primary stages and where we can add the flow and where you can add the screen and where you can add the action and where you can add the pre-processing and how it is the post-processing. These are all we'll discuss. Post pre-processing is nothing but just designing the screen. Post processing is nothing but a applying. Like suppose calculation part. Calculation part will be post processing. First we will do for designing the screen, that is a pre-processing. Then only we'll start the post processing process. Then last end of the process. After completion of all screen, we will start the post processing. That means calculating the all values in the screen. Display the result into the screen. Okay. So this is a process. So it was done. CWSA also done. Please check. Then I'm going to share for another test documents. And with include project document. Let's see one by one.
Okay.
Maximum I transfer maybe 20% materials is there, will transfer later. Okay. So just check it once all I attached. Get it or
Okay.
not. The three documents I sent. One is for CSA PDF, CWSA PDF, and another one test Pega material, test documents all. So we have some left of the concepts also. We'll share you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start. Fine. So let's start with our project implementation. Then starting, so how to create that project. We will do one thing. Already we have application, right? At that admin at the rate of Robin. So we'll just go for this application. Password is rules. So instead of creating framework and implementation again, we do one thing. Just create that inside the same application. I'm going to create one more application. You got it right? So let's see. This is the what's application Robin implementation. Robin project I'm going to create Robin project. Okay, one more application. So then how will we able to create application here? Here go to new, switch to application already Robin implementation. What I'm going to do? A Robin project. Robin project I'm going to develop one more application. So we do one thing. Open the framework first. Go to the switch to the framework. Through framework only we can create the new application, not development, not implementation application. Okay, go to the framework application first. Now the framework application here I'm going to create one more new application here. Okay, one more new application. So what is our framework? Ronald Robin framework. Go for Robin framework. So use this application tab, and we are not create the case type, just to continue case types and data types. And here we can give that your application name is Robin project. That's it, Robin project. Okay. Just to create an application, maybe before that add advanced configuration. Go to the advanced configuration. So here Robin project, we do one thing. Here division name base IT. This is application. We do one thing, change the division also. Robin project. Fine. And the JSIT, these are all okay. Click on save. Here you can just create an application. So no need to add that this credentials, right? You already credentials is there. We do one thing, go to the app directly. Go to the app. Go to Dev Studio. Your one more application is created. That application is what? A Robin project. Here, go to the App Explorer. We know that, right? While ECS part, how will be work ECS part? Enterprise class structure.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, review it once again. Okay. This is a Robin project work. Fine. This is what like our project implementation. But I told you this is a class group, right? Just open a class group. So this class group, as a business logic, you want to implement the in class group, we can implement it into the case type only. Okay. So what is the case type? Here worked as covered as is there. What do we need to change? We need to change the framework. ASIT change of framework. So Robin implementation. Sorry. Yeah, this is the framework, and we can just click on save, and close. So you know that the framework, that classes, right? The classes hierarchies. I'm going to remind you once again. So there is a database class. So inside that there is a, first of all, what we created as a class group. The class group is JSIT hyphen Robin project hyphen work. So this class, parent class is framework. Here you can do the framework class. I'm going to write only for framework. This parent is framework. So this class parent is framework now. So this framework parent, who is the parent of this framework? Worked as, covered as. Worked as, covered as is the parent of this framework. Okay. This worked as, covered as parent is who again? Is the
Base class.
So what will happen when you use the where you can develop the application first? I mean here we can create the case type. Case type. This is a project development. We will be starting to the case type. The case type parent is class code. This is what will happen. You got it right. So whenever run the application, you can implement the application to the case type only. Run the application or create the rules into the in case type only. Whenever run the application, some system defined rules that reusable into the system defined all will be used for this inheritance part. Okay, this is a pattern. So you clear, right? This part, how we'll be reusing the backend process.
Yeah, that's clear.
Fine. Let's go for, this is our class group. Now I'm going to create the case type. So how to create the case type? Just refresh. Go to the case type. Here we can add the case type. So some bank project. It's a case type, bank project. Here the parent class should be this case type work class. Clearly I mentioned here. Okay. So here, this is a rule set and version. This one, we can submit it. Bank project. This is our case type. Then here we'll get the, whenever create the case type, data model, workflow, but data model we are not adding here. Where you add the data model, tell me? Where you can add this data model means properties. Where you can add the properties?
In the data class?
Framework, right? We are going to access the framework. Okay,
Oh, okay.
create the property to the framework. But here, if you don't use the framework, create the properties here into the case type. Okay, if you don't have any framework in your class. Okay, so fine. Into the workflow, here we can add the life cycle, but in the real time, we don't add that process and the stages into the add life cycle. Where you can add, I will tell you. In the case type, so these are the tabs are there: view, settings. So what is the case type exactly? what is the case type and what is the discussion. But we'll discuss about the case type first. There is a case management tool. Fine, we start with case type. Case management. So we left for case management, case design process into the level 1 training also. Let's start with what is the case design. Case type and staging. So case type allows to design the work object lifecycle, and it can be added from cases explorer. Okay, cases explorer is this one. Okay. Now, when we add a case type to our application, it allows us to design in the work object life cycle using the staging. But where you can add the staging and all stages and processes, I will tell you. So the staging, what is the staging? Staging allows us to design the work object life cycle into the multiple stages, and work object will be travel from one stage to starting stage to ending stage. Means our project, what is the starting stage? Collect information. Ending stage is approval. These are alternative. These are all not ending. These are alternative stages. That's what that point. Work for this next, each stage is a collection of processes where each process is logical collection of the similar steps. Means in our project, inside the collect information stage, these are all the processes. Each process contains flows, not only one flow shape, it will contains multiple flow shapes, assignments and some other flow shapes also. That means stage is nothing but a collection of the processes. Like what? Okay. So each process is a collection of similar steps. Each process is nothing but a one workflow, one flow. Okay. So here on project is basic details one workflow, employment details one workflow, back details is one workflow. That's it. Each step is nothing but inside the process. Process is nothing but a similar to steps. So a flow shape like an assignment or utility and so on means within the flow, what are the shapes which will required for shapes. Suppose if you want to configure any business logic, what are the shapes are available? Tell me some 4-5 shapes, at least flow shapes. 4-5
like
shapes.
assignments, decisions, utility.
So subprocess and data entry. These are all the advanced shapes, smarter shapes. These are all these there. So that is nothing but each shape is nothing but one step. That's it. Next one, when we add a multiple stages in case type, it will create the multiple flows in the background where each the flow corresponds to one process under stage. All these independent flows works together as a single flow. Okay. So work of the travel into the flow, start shape to till end shape. Work of the travel from start stage to end stage, that is a resolution stage. End stage nothing but a resolution stage. So ticket can be used means that is that all steps will be in single flow. Means that is the second step should be what? Ticket can be used but while traveling the work object one process to another process or one stage to another stage. Change the stage in alternative approach. SLA can be applied assignment level or work object level or entire work object level. SLA can be applied in step level, that is assignment level. Process level, that is a multiple assignments. In the one flow, multiple assignments are possible, right? Suppose if you apply the SLA into the process tab of the flow, that SLA is applicable for all assignments into the flow. So in that SLA we can apply into the in stage level also. In case type level work object, in the case level, if you apply SLA in case level, there is a multiple stages. How many times it will take to completion of all stages. So that's the purpose of adding the SLA into the stage level or case level. So case type level, work object level, the case type is nothing but case level or work object level, both are same. Okay. So that's okay, fine. So these are all for the just the primary things for before going to start the case management, adding the primary stages. These are the primary steps. So find one more document. We will open case management. So this is for some advanced level. So just I mentioned the what is the data propagation status and what is the PY work hour. And so nothing but, so we'll discuss this one. We'll start the adding the processes. Okay, adding the stages and all this. Right. What is the cover class? Covered classes. What is the covered classes? Now we have worked as covered as, like, what is the purpose of worked as covered as? Means this is a parent class of the framework, right? Normally work is the child class of the base class, and work is the parent class of the cover class. So some rules are predefined in their cover class, some rules are predefined rules in work class, some rules are into the base class. I will show you. So what are the rules is there in cover level and work object level? So let's see. When working on the case management, the class group must be initiated from this class. So that's what I mentioned with the diagrammatic representation. The class group must be initiated from this class through help of the framework. Means if we don't use the framework, the class group used to inherit from which class? Work dash cover dash one. Okay, so that's fine. Next one. Next. In the below, it's example of case management requirement. Suppose HR onboarding process. Let's take exact onboarding process. I will share you. This is a practical requirement, practical document, a CSA level and CWSA level. So there is work object is nothing but SR onboarding is H01. This is a cover case. Cover case, covered case. What is the difference? Tell me. Covered case, covered case. Cover, covered. Did you observe any idea about like this one? Cover and covered.
No, I'm not sure.
So HR onboarding is the one cover case. Inside that approvals is the child. This is called covered. Okay. Nothing but whenever this after completion of the approvals only HR onboarding is done. Okay. Means whenever the covered cases are completed, the work object is nothing but HR onboarding is the completed. Okay. That means let's take the example of third party verification T01 covered case. Finance is covered case. Drug test is covered case. That's nothing but in the HR onboarding, approvals and third party verification and finance, drug test, these are all the covered cases. Means what is the work covers? We discuss the cover. What is the work covers? What is the work covers?
Not sure what you mean. Is that like sub cases?
Yes, exactly. Sub cases, very good. Sub cases, but work covers is nothing but it's hold into the all child cases. Means child cases. There are sub cases. Okay. The
Right
parent
cases,
case is that is the one parent case. Inside that, these are all the child cases. Whenever that after completion of child cases only, then the parent case is resolved. That's one you can call it as the child cases are covered cases. That parent case is cover case. Okay. So you
okay,
can
got it.
we have 10 papers. 10 papers which will be folding and put onto the cover. That is one cover is holding to the 10 papers. Then 10 papers, each one is the one child class, child case. That main cover is nothing but a parent case. Okay. So that is nothing but parent and child relation case types. So child case initiation, how to create the child initiation. A child case initiation, the method for creating a child case, how will we create the child case means, can be chosen under the settings tab of the child case and a type rule. Parent case data will be available on this Tiva workspace. Means parent case means suppose I'm going to show you. I created as this one. We do one thing, just to configure the uh, just refresh it all primary stages. Here whenever create the case type, what are the predefined is created under process tab. One py default case type is created, some flow PY start case is created. In work parties, PY case management work party is created. PY case management work party. Where is this PY case management default? In PY start case, open the PY start case. I told you PY start case is nothing but what? Is the starter flow of the case, right? We have a four types of flows: starter flow, process flow, screen flow, and sub flow. And PY start case is the starter flow of the entire case. Okay, so here, not here. So go to the PY default. In PY default, there is a work parties here. PY case management default here. By default, the work parties are created. If you open the work parties, customer, owner, interested. So these are all the work parties by default. If you want to change these work parties, you can change this. What is the instance of this work parties? Data party person, a data party operator, data party custom, data party some James, data party David. That is nothing but a parties is nothing but a roles. Okay, that is nothing but participants. Who are the participants for this whole case? That is called work parties. Okay, so here in the PY default only, in the process tab, we have work parties and starting process. I told you that whenever run the case type, the first running flow is what? PY start case. This is the first flow will be running into the backend whenever run the case type. So how to add the child cases? This one we can in the process tab, child case type. We can add it here. Add plus. We can add the multiple child cases. So first of all, we can resolve this all case type child cases. Then only the parent case. That means the PY default. What is a banking? Okay, bank project case type is resolved completed. So that is nothing but adding. I will tell you where you can add that another one also. So we can just add the process. There also option add the case types. So this is nothing but a child cases. So another one, parent data. Parent data is nothing but the data. Parent is nothing but bank project. Whenever run the project, this case type. So we have a screens. The whenever enter the data into the screen, the data will be shown to the first web. Copy into the clipboard, then clipboard to database. So in the clipboard, which page is holding to the information by default? Which page holding to the by default page?
PY work page.
Very good. PY work page. PY work page is the holding to the parent case type. Parent case type data. Okay, that is what that called. So what is the PZ-INS key? PZ-INS key of all covered cases, the parent case will be available on the PX covered INS key value list under the PO work page. Fine. So these are all the some system dependent properties. What is the PO work cover and what is the some PRPC out of the box activity methods, and how to restrict the parent from being closed before its tail covered being closed. Okay. So we'll discuss the coming classes. What is the cover class? What is the cover case? Covered and cover. So this is the information about briefly for risk management. Now here whenever open the case tag, there is a tabs are available, right? What are the tabs? Data model workflow. We are not adding the workflow. In the views, what is the views means? Review, edit, you can create any views also. Here settings main important. We can add that locking and notifications, participants, and like integrations, email session, attachments. They're all we can configure into the case. But here where you can add the stages means go to the PY default. Whenever create the case type, that one PY default case type is created. Okay, this is a PY default. Here we can add the primary stages and alternative stages. So this is nothing but a project description and project totally for case management introduction. Then how to add the stages, these are all we'll discuss into the next class.
Okay, sounds good. So tomorrow again I have this meeting at the same time, so I won't be able to. Yeah.
Okay, we do one thing. If we am able to attend, then I will ping your number. Okay.
Okay.
So,
We can
um,
skip the class tomorrow. It's fine too.
well, what time?
No, we can skip the class if that doesn't work for you. Like, I will be free after 9:30 only.
Okay, sure. Definitely, if it is possible, I will ping you at your
Uh-huh.
number only. So
Okay.
if it is not ping you, there is not class is not possible. Okay. If it is
Okay,
possible,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, okay. All good. We'll start the project implementation and class.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank
very much.
you.
Yeah.